Hi, and thank you for having me. Yes, I hope I can shed some light on that subject. I think the compliance have always been pretty difficult. It's probably more visible nowadays. That would be my approach. But frankly, I think it's really the companies that became more complex, right? So maybe that's why compliance is viewed as something that's more difficult nowadays. But we, especially at my current company, we're highly acquisitive global company. So as we acquire additional companies, we have to make sure that we stay compliant in all of the new jurisdictions, new countries. So yes, very often we grow so fast through acquisitions, and only after the fact we find out that now we have to focus on some of the requirements in each of the countries. And then again, I think that with the transformation in technology, how quickly the data is being transferred, I think generally speaking, the expectation is that we will become compliant more quickly. And again, there will be some other instances where maybe the compliance has increased. For example, in the area of data protection. So recently we had a case with GRTP, and that was that is a new requirement and becomes more and more complex in regards to transferring data between different entities, different countries, different parties that are being involved, and how that data is being used and secured. I think that Treasury is an organization-wide department. We already have we provide strategy, reporting, visibility on global cash flows, capital structure. We touch on risk and so on. So we're already a department that has hopefully a seat at the table, right? So why not? Why not involve Treasury to be the department that can touch on compliance? And again, very often we're being seen at the risk management department. So I would say that falls under that. However, keep in mind that at the end of the day, it's really the cross-functional collaboration between Treasury, tax, legal, and finance. And it would be really great if Treasury can take the lead and maybe come up with some solution and fold in all of these cross-functional departments to benefit the company. I personally view ERP and tax platforms more for day-to-day operations, and they serve very specific departments, not really the leadership team. So I would say it's very rare to find an ERP that can do it all. And for that reason, I would look for a solution outside of that area. Having access to data is a challenge for many companies, but specifically in case of compliance, I think that having the single tenant probably is the best option because of how sensitive that information is. I would really highly encourage to reach out to different teams and just collaborate because it's not only Treasury that can lead the success. So it's really collaboration between different teams. And then again, systems, right? And I think that Treasury has an advantage because we already have implemented or maybe have touched on the IT portions of how do you gain visibility into cash globally, right? So we already have that skill set, and then really leveraging that experience into the compliance area while getting support from different cross-functional teams. For us as a company, access to data is critical. Specifically at my company, we have a lot of changes within the leadership team. and it is critical to organize ourselves. While we are highly acquisitive, so integration is key, and going at our pace not always possible, we now see a need to improve. So again, pretty much all of the things that you've touched on previously, it's really access to the data and who's the owner and what is the system really. And to be frank, this is really where Treasury 4 and Entity 4 comes in, because I am a big believer in having a system and very happy using Entity 4.